On a dark and stormy night, a horse begins to rise above, looking down on his city. Suddenly, a scream pierces the air, and the horse flicks his ear looking for the origin of the sound. The horse looked around, only to realize it came from right behind them. A flash streaked behind him as the gorilla jumped out from behind him, fist outstretched. The horse blinks and the gorilla multiplies into 5 ghosts and 2 winged gorillas. Then lightning flashes again as the horse sprouts wings and launches into the air, the rain whipping at his face. Suddenly, all of his hairs stand on end and he hears the high-pitched buzzing of friction. A crash of lightning shoots through him, spinning into a blinding light at the spirits, killing them. He stumbles out of the air, half aware of the gorillas behind him. As he falls to the city, he hears a small baby crying in the street below him, a gorilla threatening it. Even as the horse's eyesight starts to fade, he gently picks up the baby by their clothes, almost getting the baby's ear. He desperately tries to carry them away, but the gorilla grabs his hoof, the grip's strength nearly too much for the horse to continue. Suddenly, they were surrounded by swirling goat ghosts. Was he going insane? Then, out of nowhere, 5,000 donkeys rush out of the night sky. In teams of 200, they tackle each of the ghosts, tackling them to the ground, when out of nowhere, a thundering sound echoed. "You are the chosen one," it said. It was the giant, legendary Golden Doodle. The child looked to the sky knowing it was them. They were the chosen one. However, the horse thought it was him, not the baby, and screamed, "Thank you!" The baby kicked him in the shin, launching their trajectory miles off course. With the last bit of energy left in him, the horse managed to carry the baby to a hidden cave and blacked out. In his anger, the baby jumped once, causing a mountain slide, crashing the cave entrance. However, the legendary Golden Doodle was regretting his choice. He did, however, descend from the sky, looking at the small child, alone and cold, crying on the cave floor. But that would be near impossible, so in his sadness, he turned time back to before he announced it, waiting for another day to tell her. Perhaps he could teach her to be a better person. Perhaps she would turn out all right. Perhaps she would even like oranges. As the horse flew through the sky, he dived back and forth, up and down, trying to fling the gorilla off him. The baby started bawling, hoping that the legendary Golden Doodle would help. What? The legendary Golden Doodle thought. I was supposed to turn back time. Even if he is the chosen one, how does he remember? It's fine, he shouldn't have the power yet. Perhaps the baby was more special than he thought. The horse continued to run until the rain stopped. A figure crawled out of the clouds. A golden being, a giant alien, reached down. Its clawed and webbed hands gripped them, pulling them into the clouds. The horse neighed and kicked, struggling to get free, hoping, praying for the legendary Golden Doodle to help. Why did he think of the legendary Golden Doodle? He knew that it was only a nursery rhyme. But despite the horse's efforts, the giant hand's grip did not loosen, and slowly but surely he got pulled into the clouds, carrying the baby with him. And so, everything went dark. "Do not fear, I am the legendary Golden Doodle," said the Golden Doodle from the dark. "Oh, great and mighty Golden Doodle, who is the true chosen one?" asked the baby and the horse. "There is no true chosen one,"